So hey loves, I've been procrastinating to do the story time or whatever, but hold on, let me. So I've been procrastinating to do the story time or whatever. This happened like when was this happen? This happened like March 6th. So I want to say a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that happened a couple weeks ago. So I didn't tell y'all because I've been really procrastinating on this, and I just was like sad that it happened or whatever. But I was in class. What was that? The 6th was the Wednesday. So I was in class and whatever, per usual. I went to class and my professor, she basically told my business. Those who are new to my channel, if you haven't like looked at my videos or whatever, I have learned disability. So my learned disability is comprehension and understanding. So it's some points I don't understand you, and then some points I do understand you. It's really hard to understand due to my comprehension problem or whatever. So basically, I'm in school, and our teacher had said that in front of the whole classroom or whatever. So I'm looking at her like, why would you say that in front of the classroom or whatever? Those who are new to my channel, I don't talk about my disability, and the reason why I don't is because when I was a kid, growing up as a child or whatever, growing up as a little girl, I was coming to the world, you make friends at school, whatever. So I had friends at the time being, at least I thought I had friends at the time being, and basically when they found out I had learned disability, they stopped talking to me or whatever. They didn't want to be my friend no more. So I hid that as I got older. So I went to as I got older, I just, hid it or whatever. Then I went to college and I hid it some more. So going back to March 6th, my teacher had said I had learned this, but because she like, you get extra days to do your assignments or whatever. But I didn't think that she would say that out loud. To say that is like very confidential, and I feel like it should have been said in the private area. So I told her like, why are you like saying my business out in front of the classroom? Anybody that knows me know I don't like talking about my disability because it makes me cry. And since I had lost enough friends, I'm like, I don't want nobody to know this, so I try to hide it as much as I can. I don't let people like we know that side of me. But if you're on my YouTube channel, you will know about it. But I really don't discuss it for real because I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy. So I try to like not talk about it as much. But yeah, she brought up over there. So I sent her an email that same day because I was offended and I didn't like that because, like I said, those people who know me know I'm not going to talk about my disability. And if you have one, just don't think about it for real because that stuff messes with your mental and that'll help you. I mean, that'll make you go into a state where you don't want to be in, a state like a depression. It'll make you feel like you're not worth nothing and you're worth a lot. So you shouldn't feel depressed about that or whatever. So, hold on. Hold on real quick. So, it'll make you go into depression. So I had emailed her and I told her like, I had sent her an email and I was just basically saying like, I had been sent this out and I was just like, I ain't been saying nothing for real because like I said, I be feeling so embarrassed that it's here, but people be telling me all the time like, don't be embarrassed. People still like you for you at the end of the day. Please don't be embarrassed. But I be embarrassed and stuff made me cry for it because I be wanting to understand people, but it be so hard to understand people. So if you're talking to me and I'm not understanding you, please don't take it personal. I'm trying my very best to do so. And I was really scared to make this video, so don't get on here and judge me because this is very hard for me to do. So I emailed her and I said, good evening. For future references, I would appreciate that none of my personal business is shared with anyone outside of class today. During class, you stated I had 2 extra days to complete the assignment, and you allowed the entire classroom to hear that. I felt like that was unnecessary and uncalled for. Moving forward, if you have something to say, please pull me aside so we can talk one-on-one in private. Meaning nobody is around when we're discussing my disability, so that won't make me lose out on friends or nothing like that. So that's what I was trying to get her to see. So the professor didn't respond back. The note taker that I have in my class responded back to the email and basically said, hello, I apologize, but I didn't say that you had 2 extra days to finish the assignment. The professor said that statement. I asked the professor to tell me if she could repeat on how to make double angles, which was from my notes. I agree. She never stated that. The professor did. That's why I said to her, like, don't put my business out on First Street. Anyway, that know me, no, I don't like talking about the side of my life. I want to be happy. I don't want to be depressed and unhappy. I don't want to live that type of lifestyle. So the director from the disability center, whatever, yeah, the director from the disability center said like, "Good morning. Did the instructor make this statement or the note taker?" So I said that the teacher, the professor, made this statement or whatever in front of everybody, and I feel like this should be taken in seriously, because why would you make that statement in front of everybody to know? Like I said, people, this is college, so people are going to remember stuff like this. So I told her like I read that part. So I said, "What is your recommendation of this? What would you advise I do going forward since this has happened?" Because she didn't say nothing when I said the professor. Why do I keep saying teacher? The professor made the statement, so she didn't reply back. So I emailed her that same day. I don't know the time being, because the time on here it just says March 7th. So I emailed her the same day and said, "What is your recommendation of what will you advise I do going forward since this has occurred?" So I asked her basically like, "What do you think I should do since this incident has been down in your school? Like, what do you think I should do?" She replied back and said, "You handled this very professionally. I'm proud of you. Let's pause and hope this doesn't happen again. If it does, we will contact our supervisor." Why would you wait till something happen like that again? I don't feel like you should wait till something serious happen like that again. I feel like you should take action now, and it should be something done behind that. So I was going to make a complaint because I felt like that was just uncalled for. Like I said, it was unnecessary to stay in front of everybody. People talk all day long. I don't want to hear that being discussed around the school at all. It's already bad enough it's here. Do you think I want to go to school and think about this stuff? I try to hide it as much as I can, and I don't let it get the best of me. So why would I want to go to school and hear that constantly in my ear when, I heard that as a child, growing up. I lost a lot of friends, and I was so irritated. I was like, I don't have no friends in school. I can't crying every day. And I was like, it's just not fair to me that I have to go through this, like, and I don't have friends or nothing like that wants to be my friend because this incident has happened to me, and I wasn't aware of this happening to me till I got older. My parents, they didn't want me to be the person like I was saying. They don't want me to be the person like they wanted me to live a happy life. So they didn't tell me till I got older. So I understood that. But at the end of the day, it's like, man, I gotta live with this. So it's something that I can get rid of. So then the professor emailed back. I emailed the director of the disability department back, and I said, "Thank you for responding to my email as you did. I appreciate that. I will also ask and appreciate in the future you will respect my balance and put into account my disability and treat me with respect as well." People feel like since you have a disability, they have to treat you like you're dumb, and you're not going to treat me like I'm dumb because I'm very smart. I know how to spell, I know how to read, I know how to write, I know how to do a lot of stuff. It's just I don't comprehend certain things, but I know how to spell. For God's sake, I know how to spell. So don't make it seem like I can't spell or I can't do something correctly, because I can't. It's just going to take me a lot of time to get the knowledge of what's going on. But once I get it, it's like a piece of cake to me. So it's like I feel like people should really be mindful about how they treat me at the end of the day. Like I said, I didn't ask for this disability. I didn't even know it was here until I got older. So, you can't penalize me for something that I didn't know nothing about. So she told me like, my professor emailed back and said, "Once again, I was talking to everyone, not just you. Baby, your tongue, I'm not finna have it. So you ain't have to do all that. You could have just not even said nothing at all. The conversation was over with." She emailed that March 15th. We had that conversation March the 7th. You days later, I don't want to hear nothing about that now. I'm that conversation is over. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you have a disability, let people know up front. I don't want that being told to nobody. If I'm not personal, I didn't give you the confirmation to let that be known. Who is you by any rights to go tell my business to anybody? Like, I don't feel like you should do that. It's just certain things that you should say to people, and I feel like people should really be mindful about how they address things and say things. If you're mad at me, punch a pillow, do something else. Don't tell my business out. Don't do that to me. Like, no. I don't like people knowing that side of me, and I try to have that as much as possible. But if you're on my channel, you will see me talk about it. But if I'm not talking about it to you directly, that means I don't want you to treat me different, and I don't want you to look at me funny. Like I said, I lost a lot of friends when I was a kid. So now it's like, I don't want to, bring that part out. So I try to hide that as much as possible. And I don't let people know that side of me. I'll tell them, like, if we know each other for like 10 or 20 years. But if I don't know you, at least that time frame, I'm not going to tell you nothing like that. That is a very serious context for me to have with someone. And I feel like it should be only told if you're in my life for a long period of time, or you show me that your loyalty never gonna change, because you're gonna still be my friend at the end of the day, or you're gonna still be my man at the end of the day. Regardless about what we is, you're gonna still be by my side, disability or not. Like I said in the beginning stages, my disability is a comprehension understanding problem. No, you cannot get the disability. No, it's not contagious. No, you cannot get it. So at the end of the day, I feel like people should really, like, be mindful and stop. I'm glad to y'all comments now, but really be mindful and not put my business on Front Street. Like I said, I would appreciate if people would treat me the same way as they treat everybody else. Don't treat me no different because you know this about me. Don't act no different way towards me. Don't talk about having my back, because at the end of the day, God is watching. So if you talk about having my back because of something like this that I shared, He will deal with you, because at the end of the day, you're not supposed to do that. So don't talk about me behind my back. That's just one thing I don't want to experience no more. And like I said, I really wish that it never happened, but it happened. So it's nothing that I could do about it. And how I got a disability? No, I was not born with it. So don't get in the comments talking about, oh, you was born with it. No, I was not. Those who are new to my channel, I was not born with disability. Don't get in here talking about I was, because I was not. So I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me, and then I'm in the video right here. But what happened to me basically was I was given someone at 2 months old, and that's affected this side of my body. My hand is like this, and I'm, trying to work on my hair every day. I promised myself to work on my hair every single day. I'm going to do that. I just got done working. I'm going to work out again. But yeah, I was given someone at 2 months old. It could have killed me. I could have died, and it wouldn't be no pretty Nelly talking to y'all. It would have been somebody else probably talking to y'all, but I wouldn't exist on this earth if that salt water would have took me away to heaven. I wouldn't be on earth at all. So, like I said, be very mindful of how you talk to me, because I do, I am sensitive and I don't like certain things. So it's like, be very mindful. If you're going to, say something, say it in a respectful way. It's just like you want somebody else to talk to you. Don't get in the comments talking about, oh, that's why you deal with that or whatever. Yeah, I deal with it, but at the end of the day, I don't let it get to me. I still live my life. I'm still beautiful, and I'm still here. And I'm glad that God was thoughtful enough to keep me alive, because I could have been dead, like I said. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. And if you want a part 2 to have like an update on this, let me know down in the comment section. I love you all, and God be with you. Bye.